Today we're going to look at how to get the correct shoe size for you guys. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you're having a great time out there. Hope you're all looking after yourselves. Today we're looking at how to get your correct shoe size, because it's basically quite confusing out there to get your correct shoe size. So it's important that you start from first principles to get your correct shoe size, so you can actually kind of evaluate what shoe size you need to get at the retailers, because there's 5 simple steps to actually work out what shoe size you are and what it relates to all the other charts out there. But before we look at that, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down like we always do. Please do check out the Shoe Dog podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Please do go follow 808 Kicks _ ATL. Show the bro some love and support, because he's always showing love and support for this channel as well. And also, please keep doing the awesome things that you keep doing to keep excelling, to keep growing, and to keep hitting your targets for the year, because that's important. Because I want you to win. We want you to win over here, because you need to keep winning and keep doing amazing things for yourself in your life. But today, let's take a look at how we can get the correct shoe size and how it translates to all the other retailers. Because like I said, there's 5 simple steps, and it all is an easy step to work out what actually fits for you guys. So that's important. So stay tuned, and we're about to talk about it. Step number 1 is measure your feet, guys. It's important to measure your feet physically to work out what it is in centimeters or inches, more or less centimeters, because we're going to convert it back to an EU size and use an easy conversion to actually work out what the actual conversion from centimeters to EU is, because that is a baseline for me personally to work out what your shoe size is in the other retailers. Because the EU size doesn't really vary, because basically if you've got your EU size, you can translate that into your US or UK size and your women's size range, because that's the easiest way to do it. So make sure you measure your feet, and basically what you need to do is measure from toe to actually heel, and that is your 4 centimeter range of your shoe. And obviously you can actually go to your retailers, or you can actually go to a professional to get a device or a feet measuring device that actually gives you that conversion from off the bat, so you can actually work out what your EU size is. So once you've measured that size from heel to toe or toe to heel, you can actually work out what it is in centimeters, and then you can actually apply a factor, which is whatever your size is in centimeters plus 1.5, then times 1.5, and that will give you your EU size. For instance, if you're a 28.5, just add 1.5, which is 30 times by 1.5, which gives you 45, guys. That's your EU size. It's as simple as that. And for comfort size, you might want to add half a centimeter on, because that gives you extra comfort, and you can actually apply the formula and it gives you the EU size. So there you have it, guys. You can work out your EU size for your centimeter size. So that's number 1. That's step 1, guys. Step 2 is basically converting your EU size into your UK or US size at your retailers, and it's easy as basically using your EU size and looking at the charts on the websites. And basically what I've applied there is a generic consensus of what the size charts are. This goes into women's, children's, and this, you can apply this to women's, children's and men's sizes, and basically gives you the chart size of what you are in terms of your EU size compared to your UK or US sizes. And if you look at that chart, normally I'm a 45, which basically indicates I'm a size 11 US and size 10 UK. Generically, that's mostly the case in all the retailers, but it's also good to double check on seeing what the actual retailer supplies in terms of UK charts and EU charts, because Adidas have got different range, and basically Nike have got different range as well. And I'm going to show you guys for an example, because when you pull up the actual 350 box, it's got a size range there. As you can see, guys, that's a EU 44, which is I think a US 10 or UK 10, guys. There you go. It is UK 10, US 10, and EU 44.2 thirds. It's a bit weird, which is weird in total, but that's what it is. So this is why you have to kind of look at the chart sizes. You might want to go up a size. It might be a 10.5 that you need to get, because the 350s fit tighter in terms of the sneaker, but obviously you got to double check that at the retailer. So once you got your EU size, double check the charts that you're looking at in terms of the retailers to make sure that EU size fits the size range that you're going for. Step number 3 is working at your women's size range to your men's size range. I'm not talking about sneakers that are size 6 or under, or size 7 or under in terms of the women's sizes, because that's a small feet gang. I'm talking about when you convert the women's W bracket sizes into men's sizes. And I've taken an example for you guys, and look at the chart over there, which I've actually displayed that shows it. But in terms of the Nina Chanel's, this is what it is, guys. That's how it should be. And if you read that, that actually gives you an example of what I'm talking about when it comes to women's sizes, because basically they give you a women's size chart within brackets W, which enhances the size range and it gives additional numbers to it. So basically on the Nike chart, your US 11, women's 12.5, which is 1.5 plus on the men's sizes for the women's exclusive pairs. I'm talking about women's exclusive, the ones that actually have women's /W on the side, because that is the women's exclusive size one. I'm not talking about, like I said, size 6 and under. I'm talking about regular women's sizes, not men's sizes, because even the 6 and under sizes are men's sizes. I'm talking about women's exclusive sneakers like the Nina Chanel and anything that goes on the women's exclusive charts, because they give women's sizes. And if you're trying to convert it from a men's UK, it's 2.5 added onto the sides. And if you have a look at that, guys, you can tell what I'm talking about, because that gives you an example, and the chart I put up gives you example. So that's the factor that you add in terms of the Nike charts. Make sure you check the Adidas charts. I don't think they do women's exclusives, but make sure you check the Adidas charts to see what chart range they're using. If it's a men's, US men's, UK men's, UK women's or US women's, basically make sure you check what they're using, because if it's a US women's, it's 12.5 for a size 10, which is 2.5 above the actual men's size. I know it's confusing, guys, but if it's a US men's and you want to convert it to a women's size, it's a 1.5. So 11 is basically a 12.5, which is a 1.5 added factor onto that. That's how it works, guys. I don't know why it works like that, but that's how it works. Make sure you check the charts and make sure you actually read whether it's a US men's, UK men's, US women's or EU size. And always, like I said, default to the EU size, because the EU 45 will be a 12.5. Make sure you actually do that to get the right correct size, otherwise you will be tight on your sneakers. Step number 4 is basically checking the fit adjustment on the actual website. If you go to this example here, this is on the Adidas website, it basically tells you how the sneaker fits. And this is the weird thing about it, because this is what's wrong with the sizing. Even though you might want a 10.5 or a 10 or 11 or a 9, wherever your shoe size is, it'll give you an example of how the sneaker fits. So that's very important, because if you get from an Adidas, if it's not true to size and it runs small, if you do get your normal size, you are going to be tight in your sneakers. It recommends you of how much you need to go up. In this example, it's a 7 and it goes to a 7.5, basically telling you to go 0.5 size higher than you normally are. Make sure you apply that factor to your sneaker. So if you are a 9, go for a 9.5. If you are a 10, go for a 10.5. If you're for a 10.5, go to 11. It's telling you on the website. So make sure you double check the actual website to make sure you actually got the correct fit as well, and it fits true to size. You might get caught out, but that's very important, guys, and that is going to determine what's actual comfortable for your feet. It might not be your regular size, it might be a size half up or half down. That's important. It's always dictated on the actual retailers, because they want to make sure you get your true feet or your true shoe size and it's fit comfortably. And that's important. That's one factor that a lot of people get caught up in. So in conclusion, make sure you check what size range you're actually checking, you check what charts you're checking, you check your EU size, and then you double check the fit size. Those are the 4 critical steps. Last but not least, guys, tip number 5, and this is probably the most crucial one. Go to your retailers and try the sneaker on, because there's nothing better in going to your retailers and trying the sneaker on. You might get your size fit, you might get your actual shoe size in EU, you might convert it to your UK size, you might convert it to your US size, you might convert it to your women's exclusive size, you might check the fit, if it's all right. But go to the retailers, and if you can, try it on, because that will dictate how comfortable that sneaker is. You might find it might be too narrow, you might find it might be too wide, you might need to step a half size up, half size down. That comes through wearing a sneaker. That's important. If you can't, basically that's basically what it is. You try and get the size you want from what you know, and if you can't actually go and wear it, that's basically going to be what you have to dictate for the first 4 steps. Last step I would advise is always try your sneaker on in store to make sure it fits comfortably. If it doesn't, then you go and get a half size up or a half size down depending on the fit of the sneaker when you wear it. That's the crucial step, guys. That's what a lot of steps that people actually kind of miss. And I've been there, guys. I've actually tried to get a size 9 in the UK and basically trying to worn it and it's been really tight, or even in like an Air Max 97 or a 95 if you do wear it, or even an actual Air Force One if you do wear it. It might be too tight, it might be too loose, it might actually not fit perfectly, and all of a sudden you got a sneaker that doesn't fit. Those are my 5 steps to always ensure that you get your correct size. Number 1, measure your feet. Number 2, convert it to EU. Number 3, convert it to the chart that you want. Basically on the retailers, it will give you the EU size considering what the actual shoe size is in their store. Some stores actually have a 45 as a UK 11, which is non-standard, and that means you will get caught out if you get a UK 10, because in retrospect there might be a UK 9 in everywhere else in terms of Nike and Adidas and all that stuff. So it's important that you baseline your EU size and you memorize that EU size for what you know it is. And if you're not sure, make sure you got your actual measurements from your actual feet to your toe, or you've got it actually measured at the retailers you're buying it from. And this should be self-explanatory, guys. Make sure you actually get the right size at the retailers. Every retailer has a different size sometimes, so make sure you get the right size. And last but not least, guys, wear the sneaker. See how comfortable it is on feet and go to the retailers and wear it. Just wear it, guys, and see how it feels. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't fit, make sure you adjust your shoe size to actually get this correct shoe size that you want to wear. It's critical, it's important, because you're going to live with the sneakers for quite a while and you want to wear them and you want to be comfortable. That's important, guys. But I hope you found this useful. I hope you actually kind of equate to your actual shoe sizes and you actually work out the correct shoe size so you can get the best fit for you guys. That's important, guys. But for me, thank you for always showing love and support. Thank you for always coming back. I've tried to provide as much useful information to you guys so you can actually keep making sure you get the shoes that you want and they actually fit right. But for me, TJ at Love Kit Customs, like I always say at the end of the channel, at the end of reviews, hope you have an amazing week, amazing month, and an amazing year. And I hope you guys cop the sneakers you like, because you deserve to get the sneakers you want. For me, TJ at Love Kit Customs. Peace out for now, guys, and peace.